This is my grandfather, Bill Brown. The two things that have shaped his life most are his mission work and his passion for photography. My grandfather was raised on a farm during the Great Depression. His family was of the Methodist faith and was adamant about helping friends and neighbors through this difficult time. At age 17, he went into the Merchant Marines and Air Force. During his 4.5 years of service, he showed the love of Christ as well as empathy, generosity, and loyalty to the men serving alongside him. At this time, his ideas of faith, hope, and love were being shaped and started forming into what it is today. My grandfather was baptized in 1958, and although he had a knowledge of God and his commands growing up, this event solidified his identity in Christ and was a turning point in his life. The Bible teaches to go out into all the world and spread the gospel, and so he did. In 1967, my grandfather was introduced to Medina Children's Home, where which he served on the board and showed his love and empathy towards the residents who lived there for 40 years. Also, from 1958 to 2007, he was an elder at his church where he managed and served the needs of mission committees in Papua New Guinea and Nairobi, Kenya. Some of his dearest friends are the people in the mission fields placed in those countries, as well as the native people of those countries. He would travel into the mission field frequently to make sure people's needs were being met and to aid in spreading the love of Christ across nations. The second thing that has shaped his life is his passion for photography. My grandfather has had many opportunities throughout his life to travel and to capture an image of what life is like in other places of the United States and of the world. He has always abided by the old adage, "A picture is worth 1,000 words." It is evident that he has taken this phrase to heart. He has always said that in order to capture an image, one must know his subject matter. Therefore, by seeing the world and photographing these images, he was able to minister to the people around him. He has told me countless stories of how he has led many people to Christ while he traveled. He never pushed his beliefs on people native to the country he was in, yet the subject of faith, hope, God, and the afterlife came up in most conversations. Through his skilled photography, my grandfather has been able to capture much of God's beauty within creation, whether it be through landscapes or the faces of the lives he has touched. He explains that missions and photography go hand in hand, not only to minister to his subject matter, but also as he used his photographs for the benefit of mission trips once he returned to the United States. Most to all of his photographs were shared with Christians across the nation. My grandfather begs us to always seek an opportunity to be that one missionary that teaches many his word. These two things, missions and photography, have shaped my family's identity in a number of ways. My grandfather is the spiritual leader of our family, and because of his faith and love of Christ, our family has a relationship with Christ as well. Also, after hearing all the stories of his adventures and how he has led others to Christ, my respect for my grandfather is endless and never ceases. He has done so many great things within his life, yet he has never expected anything in return. I am immensely proud of the work he has done over the years and the man that he is. My grandfather is dear to my heart, and I am incredibly blessed to have him in my life.